Hugs. I'm a person who hugs. I hug my friends when I haven't seen them in a long time. I hug my family. And sometimes I hug people whom I've just met, but for some reason feel as if I've known them for a long time. Since I've been my mom's caregiver, I have been receiving comforting hugs from strangers. There are times when I am so tired, stressed, or frustrated, I go outside for a breath of fresh air. No matter what the weather, sunshine, rain, snow, or hail, I feel that being outside, away from the situation, is good for me. And sometimes on those occasions, I leave the house in tears. The tears begin falling the moment the door closes. Therefore, I may be found in the elevator, right outside the building, sitting on a bench nearby, or walking down the street, crying, and apparently visibly crying to all who notice me. Once a man walking his dog crossed the street to speak to me. He didn't ask any questions. He simply said, "Everything is going to be all right," and gave me a hug. Recently, a woman in the elevator insisted that I take off my headphones and asked, "Do you mind if I give you a hug?" Before I uttered a reply, her arms encircled me and she said a prayer while giving me a hug. Just the other day, I was walking away from the building when I noticed one of the neighbors walking toward me. When we met face to face, he said, "You look like you could use a hug," and he gave me a big hug. As I write this, I'm thinking, I must look pretty sad walking around and about. Not always, I'm sure. At any rate, I gain strength from these hugs from strangers. I think of them as angels sent by God to give me a much needed hug. And I receive the hug in the spirit in which they are given, a spirit of kindness and love. As a caregiver, I am grateful for a number of things. I am especially grateful for the hugs from strangers.